Media playback is unsupported on your device. Media caption. Majority Republican leader Senator Mitch McConnell accuses the Democrats of irresponsible political games. The U.S. Senate is due back in session to try to end a budget impasse before the start of the working week, when the shutdown of many federal services will be felt around the country. Hundreds of thousands of federal staff face the prospect of unpaid leave. On Saturday, recriminations flew around over the Senate's failure to pass a new budget and prevent the shutdown. A bill to fund the federal government for the coming weeks did not receive the required 60 votes by Friday. The Republican leader of the U.S. Senate, Mitch McConnell, has said there will be a vote at 0100 in the early hours of Monday 0600 GMT on a bill to fund the government until the 8th of February. The last government shutdown was in 2013, and lasted for 16 days. Why can the two sides not agree? This is the first time a government shutdown has happened while one party, the Republicans, controls both Congress and the White House. The vote on Friday was 5,049, falling far short of the 60 needed to advance the bill. With a 51-seat majority in the Senate, the Republicans do not have enough votes to pass the bill without some support from the Democrats. They want funding for border security, including the border wall and immigration reforms, as well as increased military spending. The Democrats have demanded protection from deportation of more than 700,000 undocumented immigrants who entered the U.S. as children. Media playback is unsupported on your device. Media caption. The missing consequences of Trump's immigration crackdown. The Republicans added a sweetener in the form of a 6-year extension to a health insurance program for children in lower-income families. But Democrats want this program extended permanently. Mr. Trump accused the Democrats of being far more concerned with illegal immigrants than they are with our great military safety at our dangerous southern border. But the leading Senate Democrat, Chuck Schumer, blamed the president, saying Mr. Trump was under pressure from hard-right forces within the administration. White House spokeswoman Sarah Sanders warned the president will not negotiate on immigration reform until Democrats stop playing games and reopen the government. What is a government shutdown? The U.S. budget must be approved by the 1st of October, the start of the federal financial year. But Congress has often failed to meet this deadline, and negotiations continue well into the new year, with the previous year's funding to federal agencies extended on a temporary basis. Because Congress failed to agree an extension that would have maintained government funding through to the 16th of February, it means many federal agencies effectively closed for business as of 0001 on Saturday 0501 GMT. Most staff in the Departments of Housing, Environment, Education and Commerce will be staying at home on Monday. Half of workers in the Treasury, Health, Defense and Transportation departments will also not be going to work. Media playback is unsupported on your device. Media caption. Government workers on what happens during a shutdown. Visa and passport processing could also be delayed, and some national monuments, including New York's Statue of Liberty, have already been closed. But essential services that protect life or human property will continue, including national security, postal services, air traffic control, inpatient medical services, emergency outpatient medicine, disaster assistance, prisons, taxation and electricity generation. And the Trump administration said it planned to keep national parks open. Their closure in the 2013 shutdown provoked an angry public reaction. The shutdown began on the first anniversary of President Trump's inauguration. His trip to the World Economic Forum in Davos, Switzerland, next week has also been called into question. What happened during the 2013 shutdown? Many federal employees were forced to take a leave of absence, officially known as being furloughed, during the 16 days of shutdown. At its peak, some 850,000 employees were off work each day. It cost the government $2 billion in lost productivity and led to significant negative effects on the economy, the OMB said at the time. Donald Trump, interviewed by Fox and Friends at the time, laid the blame for the shutdown with the then-President, Barack Obama. Federal workers cannot get paid for days worked during a lapse in funding. In the past, however, they have been repaid retroactively even if they were ordered to stay at home. Image copyright Getty Images. Image caption. National parks and monuments are facing closure. More on Trump's first year. Media playback is unsupported on your device. Media caption. These women are sticking with Trump.